Please.
Swamiji, whatever you told, it completely resonated with me. I was a person who hated Hinduism.
Ah,
I used to think Hinduism is very regressive, very primitive. We don't respect women. Till the age of 36. At the age of 36, I did the Art of Living program. I started doing yoga meditation. And then I became aware of how much honor we give not only living beings,
yeah.
even non-living things like earth, mountain, river. And I feel, like you rightly pointed out, the Western education is completely spoiling us. What can we do to quickly transform so that the next, within 1 or 2 generations, this changes and we start honoring ourselves, our culture, and obviously everything else, like you said, the dharma will come into artha and
True.
come.
You have already done. You have started. You yourself changed first. See, from you we all should learn. You already changed first yourself. The same thing apply to others. So whatever helped you to discover these principles, because you are really those who already learn just mechanically. Parents told we repeat them, they don't learn. Those who hated it, did not know it, and later understood, they understand well. Because every nuance they studied, observed, and learnt it. You discovered the value. In fact, you are in a better position to teach our younger generation and tell. The broader perspective, that's what you told, you give the broader perspective and tell them regarding women also. Thing is, they took only one aspect and keep on condemning it. See the all other aspects. Woman, they say the girl, for a girl there is no much freedom. They can't go out. Boy can go out easily. Then one lady, I heard one lady talking. She says, she is talking to that girl. She says, you see, we keep any holy thing at home in a puja room. We protect it because it is a very holy. You can't throw it out anywhere. So therefore, woman is a more a vulnerable one side and a respectable more one side. Therefore, we need a protection. It's not a controlling. It's a protection out of respect. Therefore, then she explained little more detail. I told in one sentence because you are mature enough to understand. She explained a few more points. Then the girl understood. Earlier, I thought that they are controlling. It's not controlling. It is a respecting. It's a respecting. Even then, that girl felt very happy. Even Manu also talks of women 3 levels. One level, they are very rude and rash. They don't understand. Those people need to be little bit controlled. Other people, a medium people have to be given certain profession, certain jobs, certain things where they can be independent, they can earn, and they can be protected. And the third one are very mature women. For them, external control is required. They can protect themselves. Manu talks of 3 people. I don't know whether you have watched them. I've read number of Manusmriti translations, explanation. They don't see these three. I read directly or I go by my own Sanskrit commentaries. So they say all this, they put together one thing they say, Nastri Swatantra Marha. That's the only thing they say. All put them there. You watch them. Manu talks of 3 levels of woman. I don't remember. I can't extempore remember the shloka. If you want, I can refer and tell you. In my Manusmriti book, he says, those who protect themselves are really protected. You don't need any external control. And another thing is our Manusmriti and all our granthas are not like our constitution, not like our God-revealed book that you can't change. According to Desha Kala, see the principle. Manu himself, see the principle. Idea is protection. If you think by changing a little structure can be better protected, change it. Idea is the spirit of is important, not exactly what he told. Because Manu at the end of the 12 chapters, he says, those who go by literally of my shlokas, they don't understand my smriti. Those who take the spirit, see the social context, person's capacity also. Certain rules are given for certain person. A little mature person, we don't control, we leave him because he's a more responsible person, he can understand. See the person's maturity level and the social context. Accordingly, you interpret and apply it. If you don't do that, Sadharmam Veda Netaraha, such a person doesn't know what I told it. He will be damaging, he will be misunderstanding and damaging my shloka. This is what Manu himself told at the end of the last chapter. Therefore, so certain social reasons were there. All those things, so you know them. Basic spirit is important. According to the spirit, the same thing, another Smritikara gave another freedom. Another Smritikara gave something else. So they saw the context. If the spirit they have taken, they started applying to various situations. Why go by one? Because they have got a one book. All over the world, you see them, just one example I'll give. You ask any person of that religion, those 2 religions, You ask one question regarding about their religion or one factor, one custom. Whatever answer you get from here, the same answer you get from anywhere, any person, anywhere in the world. They've got only one answer, like paracetamol for all fever. Isn't it? Unlike our Ayurveda, according to your context, they give you different medicine. So similarly, we have got a different. The spirit of the Smriti is important. Then apply to your context, apply to the person. The same among the people. If the more mature, responsible woman, these things need not be enforced on her. She is capable of protecting herself. Leave it. So if you see this thing, I'm not interpreting, I'm not giving my own meaning. I can show you in my Sanskrit books, in my Vyakhyanas, I have underlined all my books. I can show you if you want. In fact, I'm trying to write one Manusmriti book also, based upon our traditional commentaries, how they have explained. All these people, they leave out Sanskrit commentaries and talk. See them, how they explain, how they understand. I found our Smritikaras are very, very open-minded. They were never rigid. Very, very open-minded. In fact, after reading them, tears come in your eyes. So much of openness they have got. Their heart is ultimate consideration is humanity, human being. Manu gives as many exceptions for as many laws. Have you watched it? ಎಷ್ಟು rules ಮಾಡಿದನು ಅಷ್ಟು exceptions ಕೊಟ್ಟ. Can anybody do like if he is rigid? Can he do like that? Because each person you see, if his maturity level, if his understanding situation is different, give freedom. Whatever he made a strict law, he changed. Give number of exceptions. If you see the balance in it, I see there is a broader picture. Okay, next question. I think I should not elaborate too much for one question only.
ಗುರುಗಳೇ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಮನುಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ translation of Manusmriti into English was done by Britishers, I was told.
Jones. William Jones. Okay. Whatever, whoever
it is Jones' version more than Manu's version.
Yeah.
The one that I could find on internet.
True.
Drawing up from this note, all the Sanskrit literature, the beauty, richness, and the dharmic and the purushartha aspects, at least my generation, because I have severe ties with Sanskrit. I only did 3 years of study for my academic reason, and I scored, I think, good marks.
Okay.
There came to an end of my Sanskrit.
Okay.
So how can younger people re-establish connection or initiate connection with Sanskrit so that they can go to the source?
Yeah.
Or, as I am forced, if I have to really rely on English for everything, how can I find dharmic and correct interpretations, not the Jones's version of Smriti?
Go to Sanskrit commentaries only.
But I can't understand Sanskrit.
You can improve a little more. Or you go to a person, somebody who knows Sanskrit like me. Like me, I'm telling you, not me alone. There are many scholars who are much more qualified than me. So as you take some shlokas and with the help of the commentary, you try to understand. A few points you understand first, and then you can share those points to the younger generation. They understand, oh, you mean this is the meaning? They'll be surprised first. Then you show the quotation. See, this is the meaning they are giving. The only way is go to the original sources and their traditional commentary. How our traditional people have understood centuries before. Before Britishers came, before Muslims came, how they have understood and applied the Smriti. They don't want to look at, see, any custom, any shloka has to be understood in its application. They just want to remove that application, take the shloka and see the word meaning, dictionary meaning, and give their own meaning from the European standpoint and blame it. That way you can blame anybody. You can blame anybody. You see how our people have understood the shlokas. Because some of the acharas, I can see them. What is written in the book, when we directly talk to them, they give differently. Even in Sannyasa Dharma, what is written in the book is in. When we talk the living tradition, our own Gurujis, they explained it. Oh my God, the book doesn't give, only Guruji gives me. Then I understood whole shloka falls into place. Even in our own sannyasa, many things we also misunderstood. After listening from Guru, oh, this is the way, we never knew it. And he says, my Guru taught me like that, this is how the tradition is. So you go to some traditional also these days got mixed up, as you told, little English also. Even in traditional, there are two things. There are two orthodox people, they also give word meaning and they can't explain to modern man. Then two modern people, they give the only European meaning. Two orthodox people, they give you, as I am repeating just, they give you just what is there in the word, they don't know how to apply also. A person who knows the traditional vision and also how to apply it to your modern life, such person who has got both the aspects, he will be able to explain. And you learn, because as you are learning, a few points you learn and start sharing with others. Your question involves two things. how I should learn and how I share with others also. So a few points you learn and start sharing, and one side your learning should go on, another side you keep on sharing. Simultaneously it goes. Because the younger generation, they put more questions, they ask this, that helps you, that develops your curiosity. Again you learn, again you go and share. In our tradition, Kashi and etc., Rishikesh, every person, we learn one book, like Vyakarna, Sahitya or anything. After finishing one book, we go to the advanced book. When we are learning the advanced book, the lower level book, you teach another student. So each person is a teacher cum student. One book you learn. Supposing Vyakarana, Sanskrita, you study Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi. When you go to Siddhanta Kaumudi, you start teaching Lagu to others. Even I did like that. We also studied and taught. That way your knowledge will become fun. Wherever you get doubts, go to your teacher, clarify and again teach. That way your knowledge will be fun. So you learn one side and teach others. Wherever you get doubt, but be open. Don't be blindly justify anything. Our tradition is great, or don't condemn everything. Be open-minded. If there are mistakes, it doesn't matter. After all, we are human beings. We are not fallen from heaven. Our Smritis also, they gave certain situation alone, they explained. One more thing our Dharma Shastras say. To this person, in this context, they explain the context. They explain the person, what type of person. For what purpose you are supposed to do. 3 conditions they explain. If these conditions don't apply, that Dharma is outdated. To this person, in this context, for this purpose. If you are not interested in the purpose, you need not follow. If it is meant for this person, if your person is different, then it becomes not relevant to you. In this context, if the context is not different, it again changes. So for every dharma, every custom, they give all these 3. You see them. If you go by this way, you can apply easily. You can change it, you apply it. If it doesn't apply, then you see that the context has changed. Then you modify it and reapply. All these things I can show you in the commentaries with examples I can show you. They are all lying scattered. It's not in one book, I can tell you. They are all scattered in books, various books. Okay.
Thank you, Swamiji. Vinay.
With Purushartha Drishti, how can we relook Bhagavad Gita? Like the questions that Arjuna asks in the first chapter. Like if adharma occupies the kula, so it kula dharma and jati dharma, I don't know the exact.
Yeah, okay. You give the meaning as enough.
Yeah. So how do we relook into the Arjuna's question with Purushartha Drishti?
Arjuna was talking of dharma. See, even dharma, there are 2 level dharma. Veshti dharma, samashti dharma. And so Arjuna's raising the question was true, it is good. But there is a vaster dharma, social dharma. So personally he says, generally you see them in any battle, any war. Most of the men participate. So large number of men die. And the later post-war problems you see them. Post-war problems you see, economically people suffer, all the male people die, and the next generation will suffer from culture and values. So because that connection with the next generation, with earlier generation will go away, therefore I don't want to do. What Arjuna said is true, but Krishna did not set it aside, did not ignore it. For those things we can tackle it in a different way. Like we are also suffering these days now, connection with our earlier generation, that culture is lost now. Most of the people don't learn many things from their parents because parents themselves are deprived of that knowledge. Already the breakage took place. So what will we do? Then we have to learn from other gurus. Or we open some camps and centers like this. We have arranged it like this. We arranged the Gurukulas. I have been suggesting part-time Gurukulas. Part-time Gurukulas and part-time Hinduism courses we have to design and then teach people. Otherwise, full-time Gurukulas is not possible. Have part-time Gurukulas. Design the syllabus and then do that. Every boy and girl should undergo. So they will be equipped by the time they attain certain age of 17, 18, they will be equipped with this basic knowledge. So that way, what Arjuna was talking of one aspect, but Krishna told, if just for sake of them, if you leave this villain Duryodhana, so there will be a greater damage to the larger aspect of Hindu Dharma, larger aspect of Dharma. Because Duryodhana, what you call misappropriated their share of the land, and because of his ego and jealousy, he has taken some of the kings also on his side and is just ready to violate every dharma. So he has to be taught a lesson. Otherwise, if Duryodhana wins, what message the society will get it? Will they have any faith in the dharma tomorrow? If Duryodhana wins, suppose, will we have any faith in Dharma? We will lose all faith. All faith. Otherwise, that's why he told the Arjuna, what you told is one aspect of it, but there is a larger interest in society. And afterwards, when there is a breakage of this culture and tradition, we can rectify it by different ways. So it's a responsibility of those who are surviving. Then later, Dharmaraja, 16 years he ruled. You can see the Mahabharata. When Dharmaraja ruled after the Mahabharata war, again he maintained the Dharma, family structure, values and everything. For 16 years when he ruled, people say it was like a Ramarajyam. Excellently he ruled. Okay, later he gave up and everything is okay. So Dharmaraja again rectified all that. So there are alternative ways to rectify. So what Arjuna told was one aspect of it.
Why can't all Hindu gurus, all seers, make a presentation to Modi ji and bring some law? Because my friend runs a 200 people nursery school. She didn't even teach a Sanskrit prayer. She just taught a Sanskrit verse. 25 Christians came the next day and Christian parents came and said, you should not teach. And she stopped. So, but my son studied in a convent and I also studied. I know lots of Christmas carols. So how do we tackle this situation? Because this is bothering me in my mind. Because I want a mass change. I talk to every person I meet. I tell them, you should not be an armchair Hindu. You should be a practicing Hindu. Who's a practicing Hindu? Who has a guru? Who does yoga? Who does dhyan? Yeah. Svadhyaya will come. Everything else will come.
Yes.
But many people talk about Vedanta. Oh, I believe in Ayurveda. But no, I don't believe in guru. How do I handle? Because I feel a mass change is needed.
So the problem is much deeper. So you know it because we had a long foreign rule of 1,000 years. So it's just like when there is a war, when the defeated country, defeated army will suffer psychologically. Those who are victorious, they will try to impose their culture and all. Just because a military power is different, just because you are militarily defeated doesn't mean all our culture is wrong. Our culture, values and literature and adhyatmikata, everything is wrong. But people think like that, unfortunately. When you are defeated in one game, you feel that whole Hinduism is wrong and all our culture. That's a human weakness. We shouldn't allow that. So we had a long rule because it's not a 1 day, 2 days or generation. So therefore that happened. Anyway, that is a deeper problem. For after post 47 also we couldn't correct because those who were ruling also, those who are making constitution, they didn't have this larger picture. They were only, their immediate need was to send away the Britishers and to take back this thing. They got it, they felt that this is a big achievement. They didn't think of our education. Mainly one point as she told, straight away I touched the point. Regarding education system, if Hindus, that is majority, if they open a school and take a government aid, I mean financial aid, you can't teach religion. This is the biggest disadvantage of our constitution. Unfortunately did that. If a minority can take a economic aid and then in their schools they can teach religion. So in that thing, once some people went to the court and then I think in Tamil Nadu government, they told that when they are taking government aid, I don't know the details, but that time it happened. They can appoint their own teachers. They can pay they need not pay the salary equal to the government school. They can pay less also. They can appoint them, they can remove them, they can do anything. Total freedom they have, they can take government. When somebody went to the court, they told, court decided that even if they take 100% aid, totally no government should touch them. They can teach whatever they like, they can appoint their own teachers. See, in competition, if you run a school and the teacher, if you have to pay less salary, they won't come. So you have to pay equal to government school. It becomes, for Hindus, it becomes very difficult. So for them, they can pay even less salary and they can run. So that much of advantage is given to them and for us less. That's why. No. Before that alone, it has existed in Constitution. It is existed in Constitution. Even that first Constitution writers themselves added that because probably they didn't think of that larger picture. We don't know exactly, but somewhere something went wrong. They didn't have a larger picture, and now we are suffering now. That's why you see our own Ramakrishna Bhatt and such a people, they are claiming that we are minority so that we can get this advantage. If each one keeps on claiming, then that's not a solution. Is that a solution? No. So therefore, what our people should do is, we should pressurize the government. Our MLAs and MPs and etc. will tell them, now change the constitution. Even if Hindus run a school, take government aid, we should be able to teach our religion. If we get advantage, let Hindus open. I've been telling my Hindu rich people. Rich means need not be high rich, but whatever money you have, let Hindus open plenty of schools. One day you will tell some shloka, some Vivekananda, some Shankaracharya, some Bhagavad Gita shloka, some Niti Shastra, Panchatantra, somewhere you will tell something. Otherwise, there you go. They don't allow everything. They restrict and everything. And our people are sending them there only. Regarding English, English is not a big thing. It's a language you can teach here. All our 20th century gurus have been speaking in English only. Anyway, isn't it? All our 20th century, right from Vivekananda, Aravindo, and Mahatma Gandhi, and Rabindranath Tagore, everybody has been speaking. Ram Tirtha, everybody's literature is in English. So just for sake of one English, you have to totally lose Hinduism and send to Christian missionary schools. You teach one English school. When I spoke to RSS schools, also same thing. You teach one English subject so thoroughly well. I studied, I tell you, in Telugu medium. All my education in Telugu medium. I learned this English. That's why my English is not very great. You must have seen by now. It's not very great. It's full of mistakes. But I speak a little bit. I managed to communicate. Why do you worry? Even if I commit mistakes, so what? Purpose is communication. Do I need to be an expert like Shakespeare? A few mistakes, okay. If I communicate, this is enough. So those who are interested in specially learning, if you have a love for it, learn. We don't mind it. If you have a special love for language. But why, just for sake of English, impose everybody right from childhood, right from nursery stage English? Why do you have to make Anglicize the totally fellow? Just learn one language. Why do you make it so much? So therefore, first thing is, change the constitution. It's not a one-day's job. In fact, I felt the same thing. Ramakrishna Mission, they are all highly educated people. They know English compared to our Shankaracharyas, those who do not know English. Probably our Shankaracharya, all orthodox sannyasis, those who wear like this danda, they must have not read even constitution, because what is there in the constitution, they may not even know. But our modern educated people, they know. Because Ramakrishna Mat, I know some of them very closely, that's why I am telling. They have to be minimum good educated people. I think they should be a graduate to be admitted. That means they are aware of constitution. What it is doing, they know it. In fact, they should have come forward, took a leading and organized means to awaken the whole Hindu society and pressurize the government to do it. Even now, we should, our MLAs, etc., all Hindus should talk among ourselves regarding this thing. Why not we do? Let government do that. Let our Hindu rich people open Hindu schools. Let all our Hindu boys and girls should be sent there. What are your problems? Let them open the school. Only English, let us teach good English as a one language. Why worry? Just for sake of English, we need not destroy our religion. So this should be done. For these things, because one problem is if the Hindus are majority. If you want to start funding, it becomes a big funding problem also. We have to think of that next step also. Demanding becomes only political then. We have to pressurize Modi. If he has to do it, okay, he will do it, but later they are afraid. If you do it, then if everybody demands, I want to open a school, give the money. Where is the money sold? Therefore, they should take some 5 to 10 years. And whatever funds they have, they should sanction a little bit. And our own temple funds are there. Instead of giving it to churches and mosques, let them give it to Hindu schools. Hindu schools.
Fund, Guruji, it's all Mujra now.
That's what I'm telling. That's why this Mujra itself should go away. So that is again a separate topic, a separate answer. So these things, they should take partly from temples, partly from rich people, partly from our NRIs, and partly government itself. If it can't give directly, every year they should start increasing over a 10 years period. Some idea we should give them. They also should think, but somewhere something should start. Pressure group is required, and they also require a majority in both the houses. Because that's what I'm telling. The problem coming from the centuries is a big one. It's not instantly, not possible. So we have to go through, we have to overcome all these problems. They have to get majority, and then funds they have to look at, and so many things. And even if you start Hindu schools also, Hindus are not informed. And the present teachers are educated from this. Then where is the Hindu courses? Who is to teach? If some of the people, I found some private schools, and they don't know what to teach because he himself doesn't know anything. Our own Gurukulas, I am telling you, even Gurukulas, those young boys come, they don't know how to do even Achamana. We people, being our orthodox, my father, etc., they were following Dharma Sindhu and all that. Whatever Dharma, Madi, Achara, everything at home we were taught. All those things, when I came to ashramas, I learnt only Vedanta. All Karmakanda, Upasana, most of them we already learnt there. But nowadays we have to teach everything because the parents do not know. Even children have to be told everything they don't know. Every small thing we have to tell, because that generation gap has come. Therefore, even if you open Hindu schools, one side the syllabus should be prepared, teachers should be prepared, then the constitution should be changed. So this much of complication. Then the temple funds, as Mataji told, temple funds should come. For that also is a complex, because government won't give up. Because the Tirupati funds is there in Andhra government, they can use the money for any amount. When you have a money in your hand, do you think they will easily part with the money? Do you think the Britishers gave up easily? Oh, we want freedom, okay, give away. It is a what you call a money fetching country. Why should they give up easily? They have to be pressurized. Therefore, we have to develop. Another thing is internally Hindus also there is a quarrel. Supposing whom should they give up? Supposing next step you think of it. Only one step they should give. Whom should they give? Supposing Tirupati is such a big one. I think how much of property? Hundreds of crores. Whom will you give? Whom will you give? Suddenly person you give them, Indians quarrel, somebody will eat again the problem. So we require a full-fledged constitution for temples. Let all intellectuals think and do full-fledged constitution. How to run. There should be independent board. And let there be one representative from government side, so that let him know what is happening. And in court also, if there are problems, quarrels, etc., money, corruption, etc., we have to ask the court and give one bench for it, only deal with this problem. So I am telling few points. Still we have to think. We have to think and design, plan, etc. Then pressurize the government. Let all Hindus of different Sampradaya, Vaishnava, Shaiva, Advaita, if all should come together and tell the government. Then the government will yield. Otherwise it won't yield. In fact, when I was in Hyderabad, I told the same thing. Just as it happened, I am telling. There was one minister. It's a combined Andhra Pradesh. It was together. Now it is separated, Telangana and Andhra. When there was a minister, he objected. He was a Telangana minister. Why government should run these Hindu temples when we are not using masjid and church? He asked it. Immediately I told RSS fellows, you go, he is right minister. He was a endowments minister, Mujarai minister. I told him, you catch hold of him. And the other fellows were pressurizing him to resign. I told him, you tell him not to resign. Tell him one good thing. In your hands, let this Mujarai will come to the Hindu society. As long as you are in your power, please you do it. You will go in the Hindu history as a great man. You give him this temptation. There will be a good name for you, like Krishna Deva Raya, your name will be there. You do it. I tell them, you do boost him, after all politician. But anyway, he's doing good thing if he does it. If he succeeds in doing, he will be doing good favor to Hindu society. Otherwise, fighting is a big problem. Politicians won't do. People have to die on the way and something. So many things have to happen. It is smoothly will happen. Go and talk to them. Ask him to continue. And tell him what you told is good thing. Let mosque and church also come. Otherwise, give away Hindus' property. And for that, what should be done? I'll give you a suggestion. Let them build a one full-fledged board with a constitution, how to run and etc. Within the Hindu also, let them not be quarrel because of the caste and all. Each caste also should be proper representation, everything. Everything should be handled by discussion among ourselves. Then let this happen from the hands of this minister. He will be very happy. Because he has got, though he is in a congressman, in this aspect he is good. I told, go him. These fellows did not go. Same thing continuing. When I was in Andhra, before I came to Karnataka, 12, 13 years ago, I told them this is what didn't happen. Anyway, let me see. So this is a long way we have to go. The problem is big. Many issues are involved. Each issue we have to handle and then do that. But we are thinking of it. It is in our mind. It's good. I'm very happy that you are all thinking of it. And we should do something about it. It is good. But let there be collective counseling, collective discussion. Not be emotional, but think practically. And whatever suggestions you give, combine all our suggestions and make a big plan and do something what is to be done. It's good. I'm very happy. Please.
Namaste, Guruji.
Helri.
Yenilla. I studied in a convent school.
Okay.
And I was not exposed to any Sanskrit or your Hinduism, all these things.
Okay.
And after 60 years only, after my retirement, I came and joined this Rasadvani.
Oh, very nice.
And Srikant has given me a book on Bhagavad Gita, where the slokas have been translated into Kannada and English.
Okay.
And I'm going through all that. I'm really very happy.
Okay.
I'm very happy now because at least now I have been able to
Good.
Follow Hinduism.
Good.
The next thing about my grandchildren, I'm thinking now, because they have been all admitted into convent schools.
Yeah.
And as Madam told, they don't expose them to any of our Hindu culture. So now if I have to talk to the children regarding Sanskrit and explain to them many of the slokas, in their means in that level. Now I may be able to understand, but for the children I'm talking. Where can I find the books where I can teach them in the easy methods? Because I want them to be exposed.
Number of spiritual organizations we have, Ramakrishna Mission, Chinmaya, and etc. They have prepared some books.
For small children.
You can see them. Some books, even I think RSS schools also prepared some shlokas. Books are available. You can consult them. They know it.
Because nowadays ಈ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. At least at home I want to teach.
Yeah, to certain extent it helps them. At home, not only your own children, your neighboring children also. Like even Rasadhvani, the institution is good. This place, you call people like part-time Gurukula, like Sunday, let them come 1 hour or so. You call all the boys and girls, small children. You can teach something. It's good. You will be doing good service, and you will also learning good shlokas. You can do that.
Okay. ಅದೇ books ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ.
Book means I think I'll ask. Sanskrit is there. They'll tell you.
You'll tell.
I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, do that. So this one point I tell you. It's a very sad thing. Not only Hindus cannot take economic aid and to run their schools, and then if you take a 1%, 1 rupee, you can't teach religion. Why Hindus should be denied of teaching their religion? What crime we have committed? Why should constitution be like this? They have not done it intentionally, but they didn't think of it, and it's happened. Not only this, it went to such an extent now these days. Recently, when I visited Hyderabad, they were telling one girl was working in some school, and she tells, even in Hindu schools also, you have to admit, if Hindus run purely with their own funds, they don't take any government aid. Now at least they can teach their religion. Okay, they can teach. But even in that government made a rule, I don't know whether it is in Andhra, Telangana only or everywhere, they should admit one small percentage of minorities also in our schools.
It is called the right to education. 93rd amendment to the Constitution.
See, he is more informed. See, he is more informed. It's very good. So once they come, now they say, for Ramzan Friday, for every Friday, we need a separate room for our, what you call your prayer, namaz, and also Ramzan, we need extra holiday. So for Hindu festivals, when they give, they keep on demanding it. Now they have got a veto power also. You run your own schools and then also interfere. Then where should we go? It's endlessly going on. Now they start doing veto power that should not be done, this should not be done, this should not be done. Then our own children. I went to one more school. It is also there. Also, they admitted a few Muslim boys and Christians. So one, I think, a whole school for 2 or 3 boys. She was a headmistress. And then they said it's an RS Samaj school, DAV school and all. We are supposed to do Havan and all that. I told, do it then, get it done. You're with children. No, if I do that, then Muslims can't do that. I say, you let the Muslims be separate and you continue. If they don't want to come, let them not come. And let our boys do it. Our boys and girls. And she says, no, I don't want to divide them like that. They should all be one. I say, for sake of them, why should our children be whole 97, 98% be deprived? Oh, what you say is true, but tomorrow continues the same. Oh, what you say is true, but continue the same. Why should our children be deprived before 1 or 2 people? You tell them to go to library and read and let them continue. Or if they want, let them come and participate. Why should we worry? We are not forcing. You can just watch. Otherwise, just you go, what is wrong? Why should our people be deprived? These Hindus have got too much of the parity. Just consideration for others for 0.1%, 99% should be deprived. This is not only this minority culture with the politicians, we all have got it. Until you get rid of it, you won't come out. We should get rid of it.
Is the reason because of too much of contextualizing. We follow individual dharma at the cost of social dharma.
No, that is partly true.
Because, I haven't seen much of the gurus deliberating much on the issues what you talk. When we say dharma, they are mostly individual or at the most.
No. If you see our dharma shastras, they talk of Veshti and Samashti both. So during the long foreign rule, we were kept like zimmis, and then we have no freedom. And then people say that, okay, don't quarrel. As long as your survival is good. At least you survive, take some job up and earn, and then you look after. If you want, I'll tell you. I was going in Hyderabad. One Bhakta's house was in a Muslim colony. Means one house, Muslim colony means it was their colony. Let people got sold out and the Muslims came. And I had to go that way. And two Muslims were coming and they shouted at me. And I told, as they passed away, and then I turned back and I asked him, why are you doing like that? That fellow became serious. Next time he didn't say anything. And before this happened, There was another sannyasi. We went to some Bhiksha, somebody's house and coming, the same, that fellow again shouting at me. Then I wanted to talk him. This Swamiji holds my hand, I must be a drunkard, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. I said, why should I be afraid? I'm only asking, I'm not trying to quarrel with him or not to abuse him or anything. Just ask him, why should he do that? So this is how, because then I spoke to another person. He was an engineer. He got a Best Engineer Award in Andhra Pradesh. It's the biggest institution. I told him this is what happened. He said, no, we should not be involved. I told, I am not getting involved. I am not picking up quarrel. They are interfering unnecessarily in me. And then why should we submit like that? Is my sannyasa dharma, I don't quarrel. Even if he beats me, I would raise my hand. This is my sannyasa dharma, ahimsa dharma. But at least I have got a voice, I have got a heart, I can educate him. I can talk to him, I can explain to him. That I can do, I can't give up that. I won't beat him back if he does. That's my sannyasa dharma. Even if it kills me, I'll die. I will not do. But I have got a mind, I have got a voice, I can speak to him. He says, no, we should. Then from this example, what I want to tell you is, we have been lying low. All round, the bully, the weapon is in his hand, power is in hand, we are helpless. We have to yield. Generations we have yielded. We are only personal dharma. You go to any Shankaracharya, you do your personal Sandhya Vandana, dharma is enough, dharma is protected. You go to your temple and do your puja at home, dharma is protected. They don't talk of social dharma because they also lost that thought. They lost that thought. It is not, our Shastras, you see them, Manu talks of Samashti dharma also. All our Shastras, Puranas, even Bhagavad Gita, Veshti dharma, Arjuna was advised the same thing. Don't look at your personal dharma. Arjuna says, I started war for sake of my kingdom which I have lost. So when I see that so many people are going to die at the cost of life of these people, should I get back my kingdom? Just for sake of my pleasure and money and property, should I kill the people? Okay, let me not kill them. Let me lose my kingdom. Doesn't matter. I will live like a beggar somewhere. Somewhere I live. I sacrifice my life for sake of. Arjuna was taking only personal dharma. But Krishna says, no. Look at the samashti, collective society. That Krishna's teaching was collective society. Then if I elaborate, it takes a long time. I briefly told you. So it has been there in our Shastras. Later in long foreign rule, unable to survive, they told, in fact, the concept of Zimmi is Hindu should have a minimum day-to-day, hand-to-mouth earning. They should not have extra property. They should not meet each other. They should not live unitedly because that strengthens them. So they should just live bare minimum so that they can be our slaves and continue. So that alone continued. Some people bold like Kabir Das told that my religion is also equal to your religion. He didn't mean equality. In those days they told my religion alone is superior, other religion are Saitan. Kabir Das told boldly that my religion is also equal to you. Even to say that equality, it was asserting their confidence, asserting their self-respect. Now they are interpreting differently all religions. That is a meaningless thing. Anyway, that's a different topic I don't want to touch now. All religions are same. I have talked about the concept of Rishi and prophet, and then our revelation and our Apaurushaya. There are so many topics. Concept of Ishvara and then Moksha, Bandha, Jiva, Ishvara, everything are different. Anyway, that is a different topic. So for a long time we lived subdued life. So we don't want to take any social issue. And even if you talk to any person, let us do something. Hey, why do you want to involve all these things? Why do you want to involve? Why do you want to create a problem? Leave your involved. When I went to talk like this, the person who arranged the talk, he says, in one area, in one Panjagutta is a colony. These fellows are 2 Orthodox Hindus there, I told. I asked him, what Orthodox? What mistake he committed? He says, he puts tilakam and comes out. I told him, what is wrong? No, he says, whatever do, it is home, let him do puja or anything. Why should he put tilakam and come out? I said, by putting tilakam, what harm is he doing to others? So this is the subdue we understood. Only by low lying, we are pleasing them, we are doing good thing. So that continued. Somehow to survival was the only life. Because otherwise they will kill. Weapon is in their hands, money is in their hand, power is in their hands. We have to only survive. Now after 47 we got independent. But psychologically still we remain. Now the foreign rule from the political stage is entered inside now. Foreign rule as in now we require independence from ourselves. We have become our own enemies. Hindus are unable to distinguish who is our enemy, who is our friend. Ultimately, we have started looking at ourselves from enemy's angle, isn't it? We got a view of looking from the eyes of an enemy to ourselves. Everything we condemn, everything we see wrongly. So there is enemy sitting in us. That you remove it, you become really free. You're really free. So we have to go a long way. We have to go a long way. But you have got a openness. Just now you put a question that we should have a samashti drishti. It's good. There are a few people like you. You share with others. You awaken them, make them bold, and let us also start doing. Collectively also let us practice. This itself is a collective. You see, he arranged Dhwani. He called you so many people. Now we are collectively discussing. Isn't it? Otherwise, all these days, I was only talking to one brahmachari. This is my brahmachari. Only one person. He says, Swamiji, it's not enough. We have to talk. But we have no audience. Where will we go? Now, luckily, he created. Now, at least I am talking to people.
Unfortunately, the so-called religious people, they become more self-centered in the name of Swadharma.
Yeah.
They think God will take care of the things. Why should we worry about it?
See, when you are helpless. Exactly. When you are helpless, when you are going through the period of helplessness, when you want to do something you can't do, you'll be frustrated. So, to that what you call, that safety valve we call it, that remove the frustration, you say, okay, there is God to look after. Don't be frustrated. Leave it to Him. And whatever you have protected, at least personal dharma, shastras they have protected. See, all over the world, wherever Islam and Christianity stepped, because I get foreign students also. Italy, they tell, all over the world they have wiped out the pagan culture before Islam, Christianity came. Now they are fed up with, once this renaissance happened, I think 400 years ago, they just analyzed the Bible, Quran, they just dismissed it. Scientific revolution, they came, and all atheistic revolution, they dismissed it. Now they want to go back to that pagan culture. And now there is nothing, even archaeological material is destroyed, books are destroyed. Even if they find some books, they don't know how to understand. Because that spiritual sadhanas, etc., implications are not there. They find some ideal, they don't know what to do with it. What is it? Why should they do? They don't know anything. But in India, we have got an unbroken tradition, spiritual sadhanas. When we have idol, what is the implication of idol? How to do meditation? All these things, we have a living tradition. At least our people, our gurus, our sadhakas, they protected the spiritual depth, deep meaning in their personal life. At least the material, the tools they have protected, when the time comes, this will be used for the protection of the society. Otherwise, what will happen? If we lost it, we would have become like Europe. Now, Europe and America, even England, pagans want to come and they want to form an association. They want to hold a meeting. They have to fight against the government. Took long time, years they fought. Constitutionally got recognized in the opened center. They want to hold a meeting. We are all pagans. We don't want this imposed Christianity. We want to go back to our religion. Our ancient religion told earth is holy, sun is holy, wind is holy, air is holy, mother, father we respect as God. All this was there in pagan religion. Now all these people they removed. Now they want to get back, but how? We have no values, the spirituality, the tradition is broken, Guru Shishya Sampradaya broken. They don't know how to revive. But in India, at least our traditional gurus, in personal life, the Shastras by memorizing, by commentaries, by writing, these British missionaries, etc., Christians wanted to destroy the books. British missionaries want to take away. Therefore, they didn't want to give it to anybody. They wanted to protect themselves. Because we are going through a bad period. Let us protect Shastras and Sadhanas. Someday might come Independence Day. Later, our younger generation will learn and will again spread it to all our society. So they protected. It was an apatkala they protected. That much they have done it. But now they have to change it. But earlier, they protected that much. That's why we are alive now. Otherwise, we would be gone. So it is their blessing by suffering humiliations, all that they lived. Our ancestors, our earlier generation, father, mother, they suffered all humiliation, protected our dharma. They lived. Even if the people called superstition, still they continued. And now we are able to understand. If that also did not survive, we would have become like Europe. Now you see how they are struggling hard. Even if they want to revive, they don't know. From Italy, a group of people come. They tell the same thing. I asked, at least some books might be there. Some symbols might be there. Somewhere written, Swamiji, everything they have destroyed. Closed that Vatican City there alone. They destroyed everything. They come. They do Sashtanga Namaskara. They learn from our thing. I told you revive your culture. Plato, Dante, all those earlier generation, Pythagoras. In those days, there was a spiritual. But now all the mysticism is destroyed. I say, with the help of us, you revive. He takes notes and writes books and does it. I say, you revive. Let whole world come back to that spirituality. Some people are taking interest, we should help them. Now you go back to our traditional people. Whatever they give, we learn. And then we apply it to our society. They are unable to apply because their own limitations. So what can we do? At least they have protected. Thanks to them, they have protected. You are trying to say something.
So in view of the Samashti Dharma,
I also echo Madam's feeling about how we should address so many issues. We also see that we should revitalize Ghar Wapsi because, after all,
that also part of it.
They're all erstwhile Hindus.
True.
That underwent so much of
Suffering.
change, and now
they are
forced,
humiliated under a what you call knife. They have been forced. They are on our people. Not only here, even Arabia, all of them are forced. Even Arabia, they were forced. They were also helpless people.
Should we revitalize our approach to that, and also
true. That is also one part of it, but that should not be the immediate picture. You strengthen the Hindu society. If they strengthen, once the society is strong, they themselves will be voluntarily coming back. They will be willing to come. We want to come. Please admit. They will be coming. You strengthen politically, socially, economically, education. You strengthen Hindu society. That also part. Wherever you meet them, wherever you talk to them, if they are willing, you bring them. But don't make it as that as a first agenda and ignore our own people. First, strengthen our society. Once we are strong, they will be voluntarily coming back because whoever is strong, people go. If we are strong, they will be coming.
But there again, for example, if the younger generation, if you look at them, for example, our Hinduism, our Sanatana Dharma says Shamno Astu Dvipade Shamchu.
Beautiful.
So we are talking about concepts that are actually, trendy statements. When we say it in English, say universal brotherhood. So somewhere should we repackage our culture in a way that, like I said, address it at different hierarchies.
Exactly.
At the larger level.
Yeah.
But at school level, maybe, repackage it, because Sanatana Dharma has everything in it that has survived so many atrocities and attacks.
With damage. Not full-fledged, partly damaged also, highly damaged. They are surviving with a lot of damage also.
But why don't we learn some lesson? Because we've had so many tough, many historical evidences where Hindus fought Hindus.
True, but there is nobody to tell all these things. History is distorted. Yes, all this has to be brought out, tell the people. So it has to be done true. But we have to go a long way.
Unfortunately, much of the damage has happened from our own people.
Because due to selfishness, due to pressure in the society, survival problem, there are many reasons. Inferiority, because psychologically also, just why I told you that the third attack is character is lost, everything is lost. That self-confidence they have destroyed by denying your real information, your history, your culture, your background, your ancestors. When that is denied, that is distorted, you lost your own self-image. You start feeling inferior, guilty. Hindus are feeling guilty and inferior for no reason, without destroying anybody. Do you see how many countries and nations they have destroyed, still they feel bold. But we feel for no reason guilty. I think even if we commit 100 more times crimes also, still we should feel proud. Still it is less compared to what they have committed. Even if we commit little more than this also, still we should feel proud. Why should we feel guilty? Compared to them, how much they have destroyed. Terribly. It's a horribly. Still, therefore, thing is restore that. So it is a problem is a very big. First have a larger picture. The picture you have is good, but start at small place. Start in small place. Whatever we can do, because nahi janapadam dukkham ekashochitum arhasi. Mahabharata says, the janapada means whole national problem. National problem, if you keep on worrying, will be unnecessarily tensed up. So that also you have to protect your mind, your peace of mind and all that. But have a larger picture, but work at certain area. Let other person work other area. Let there be coordination. Instead of uniformity, that kind of forced unity, let all people work in different area and let there be interaction. Share with each other. You work your area, my area, let there be coordination. Take one area and work for it and keep the larger picture. That's good. Otherwise, we'll be only worried, what should we do? We want all things in one generation or in 1 year, change constitution, suddenly change. Any sudden change doesn't happen. Even we will not be willing to do change. If supposing suddenly we change something, even we will not be willing, because human mind takes some time. It can't change so fast. So suddenly it can't change. Any inner change takes slowly. But have a larger picture, have a larger plan, work at the present run. But work seriously, sincerely. Then the next step. At the same time, coordinate with others. Different angles, people work different areas. Let there be coordination. This is our invisible strength, which they also cannot attack. If you have a one like our, what is that Buddhist they destroyed? Nalanda. There is centralized. They could easily destroy. Bamiyan is okay, recently destroyed. But Hinduism doesn't have a single center. If you have one Nalanda destroyed, you can't do anything. But Hinduism, it is a decentralized structure. So if you destroy the temple, every home is a temple. If every home you have, what can you do? You can't do anything. It is a decentralized. So we have our own strength. Look at our own strength. So you do it in a small circle. If you open a big institute, then corruption they impose, they do all arrest, they make false cases and then arrest and everything. After all, human limitation somewhere will be there. They will put some infiltrator and then create some problem and you will be arrested. Your whole institution will be closed. They try to do all kinds of things. So do it in a small scale, which they don't feel that there is something at all. But inwardly we keep on coordinating. Small patches do it. This is underlying inner current, inner strength, which they can't do it. Once we become strong, then we'll come out. Otherwise, whatever strength we have to use it. Instead of want every big center, then they will immediately destroy. All America, all these Christian missionaries, they are working on that alone. If you have a big center, immediately they destroy. Don't want centralization. Whatever strength we have, we say we have no unity. Ours is a decentralized structure, but it is its own strength also. Use it. Understand its strength and use it. Then we'll protect in our own way. And once we come to certain strength, then openly we can do that. Yeah, please.
I wake up to this bad nightmares of Hindu casteism. I read somewhere that there are 17,700 plus castes legally, formally recognized in India. So I love to see the term Hindu. And the only place I've seen the term Hindu is Hindu military. Otherwise, we don't see that Hindu anywhere. At least
True.
coming from South Bangalore, I haven't seen the term
True.
So, in fact, as a child, I thought Hindu military is where we all must go as Hindus.
True. Yeah. Very good. See, I'm happy that you are so proud. I'm very good with that name. Yeah, it's very proud. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Larger conglomerate of the Sanatana Dharma organizations where you can actually subscribe.
There is none.
Casteless Hindus.
There is none. There is none. No, but thing is, caste itself has its own advantage, disadvantage. Instead of totally blanketing destruction, we have to see how it can be modified and made it updated. And then wherever required, you just remove it wherever unnecessary. But first we understand it, underlying principle. Accordingly, we can correct it and change it. Otherwise, first thing is our religion, our culture, many gurus, many shastras. This multiplicity, how do you handle if you make it uniform? Multiplicity becomes problem. Otherwise, you will become like uniform like Islam. If it is uniform, there is only imposition. If you see the inner structure of Islam, there is a terribly mortally afraid. What is his name? That Shabana Azmi's husband? He told himself, it appeared in newspaper. He says, each Muslim is afraid of another Muslim. Because if you do some small things just different from Quranic injunction, immediately he will be informed to the mullah and the mullah will take action. They're mortally afraid. He says, if a Muslim is afraid of Allah, even a 10% of what he is afraid of another Muslim, Islam will be better. No, I'm not condemning or anything. What I mean to say is, the people are put under continuous fear. Then only you can, forced uniformity can happen that way. But we give a freedom, therefore there will be a multiplicity, all these things are there. So the common Hinduness underlying was there. See, these are all branches. All branches should be aware of the basic trunk, basic tree. So that knowledge is lost because our media, our education system.
But I want to shift the focus from caste to Varna.
Oh yes, broader picture. So, but anyway, caste is a separate topic. I think we need one total session. Probably one session is not enough. We'll discuss it, is different. So briefly, we say that underlying unity, the tree is one. So dharma, in fact, caste was meant for a profession as well as dharma. If you emphasize dharma and then external thing, it will take its own turn. Wherever necessary, it will change. If you emphasize the spirit rather than overemphasizing the external form was meant for dharma. If dharma is emphasized, it will take its own shape. It will change. We should encourage that. Anyway, that's a big topic we'll discuss later.
Can we conclude today's session as the beginning of the bigger vision?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Can we conclude today's session
as
the bigger vision of the beginning?
True. Certainly. That is true. Yeah. Many more sessions. I'm very happy that you are all very awakened, very mature, very understanding. I'm very happy.
Guruji, do we have time for one more question? One
Oh
small
yes,
question.
you can put any number of questions.
One more question. Coming back to the title for today's talk, Purushartha Drishti. So today, if I talk to a HR professional, a human resource professional, he will understand the theory, the Maslow's theory of hierarchy of needs, but maybe he will not understand what is Purushartha Drishti.
Yeah.
So his worldview is not, he may not understand this term. Similarly, if we look at a psychologist, he will know who is Sigmund Freud, but he may not understand our Manashastra. A philosophy student will know what is epistemology, but he may not necessarily understand what is Pramana Shastra.
Yeah.
In economics, they know who is Adam Smith, they know who is Karl Marx, but they will not know Kautilya's Arthashastra.
Yeah.
So all the anthropology, psychology, philosophy, history, so everything has been hijacked. Now, what is the academic alternative? Or what academic alternative can be provided so that at the higher education level, you have so far very aptly described the Gurukul system and all. I'm not talking about the primary education. At the university level, how do we combat this? Or what are the academic alternatives we have? What methodology do you suggest? Do you have any prescription?
It's a complicated one, but whatever is available, we have to use it. One is, as you have told, some of our Rajiv Malhotra and such people are already doing. We have to study alternatively our own things, bring out the facts and engage those people. Writing books, going to the universities and talk to them, engage them. At least some of them will change. Some of them will change. It's a continuous process. We have to engage them and explain them, present the alternative. When you are presenting a new alternative, it is a new to them, it is not easy to accept, they resist, they condemn, they want more evidence, they do all sorts of things. We also should be prepared, we have to work hard, get more evidence and show them. It's a long process, but we have to do. And then gradually, as somebody told that the education system should change, the syllabus should change, and next generation should change, everything should work. Next generation also should be prepared. And then this generation, some of them will change, some of them will get retired like that alone. Some of them will, because don't expect that everybody will change. Some of them are entrenched because the openness in younger days is easy. Once the age advances, you don't become open. Whatever you learn, you retain them. That Vedanta is one thing, even in your 90 age also, 98 also, you will be open-minded. That's what Vedanta makes you, continuously open-minded. So some of the people will understand, some people will get retired. In the process, then we should redesign our education. Partly, if this government, I'm not particular about BJP or any party, but those who have this vision, this understanding, any other party comes also. If they also implement, one is engaging the academicians, one is working privately. Private institutions have to work, individuals and private should work first. And that also with coordination, mutual help, and then bring up the material and engage these universities. Then one generation passes, these fellows will go away. Next generation we should prepare again. Younger generation also we should catch because they'll be open-minded. They'll be ready to receive this new information. New means our own old information when we bring out. And the next generation will be easy. Once they are prepared, when they will become professors, it will be easy. Otherwise, if we ignore, only talk to those aged fellows, next generation we will have to tackle these fellows again with the same problem. Therefore, one side younger should be prepared and they also should be talked. And partly we have to tolerate some of them, allow them to retire. Then you can't do anything, some of them. Because we have a long plan we have to have. Immediately nothing will happen. We have a long plan and keep working from different angles, different levels. It goes on. Patiently. Patience and our own work. It is a tapasya. You have to study and understand. In the process, we also learn and grow spiritually. Because this itself is our adhyayana, our shastra adhyayana. So, the shastra adhyayana is a tapas. It is a sadhana. It is our own sadhana in the process. So it should work at different levels.
Guruji, as you already told, as you told, Rajiv Malhotra and their group, they have already started working. A think tank. I was also thinking, we want to propose our own education model.
Exactly.
He started exactly opposite. He started denying and destroying the existing higher education model. First model destroyed was Californian model. I learned this in my brother.
Okay.
Second model he destroyed is what is called German high volt model, something like that. All existing higher education is built on certain model. The first part he's doing is systematically destroy all the things, because today nobody have got any model. Then create a vacuum, push our model into an existing, take some of the engineering colleges or some higher education, run a model successfully, probably that.
I
Yeah.
recently read about IITs including a separate branch to study about Indian
Indology.
Yeah, Indology.
So I'm
Yeah.
specifically addressing this question because no,
Yeah, yeah.
I have never seen any Swamiji coming and talking in a social dharma.
Oh.
This conflict was always there. Guruji means only individual dharma, swadharma.
That also we talk, but we talk to different audience. We talk only avastatraya, sarupa, brahma tattvam, jagat, etc. as if it is non-existent. Whole jagat is mithya. That's a different level. That also we have a different audience, different talks. In fact, that is my main subject. Most of the time, 99%, I think of that. I live in that alone. This also I think once in a while a little bit, because this also I have to address. That's my main topic, that I live in that alone.
Because of that only you have some clarity about this paper.
Our Sachidananda Swamiji also has got it. You can see him some of the books, foreign books also. He replied to Max Muller and etc. Our criticism of Vedanta, he replied in his books. He also did a lot of Indology, but he was a single man fighting. People who were around did not help him. But whatever he did a lot. In fact, he is also a part of inspiration. Our Sachidananda Swamiji also part of inspiration.
Guruji, we never felt that it was your second choice of subject.
If you attend my Vedanta classes, it is a different world. It's a totally different world. Now you see all this world and Desha, Kala, Nama, Rupa, everything, human relation, everything will disappear. It's a whole totally Brahma Swarupa. That's a totally different
But
level.
that's also required
Oh, yes.
today, because
Oh, yes.
today I think somewhere we are all half-baked.
Ah.
To be able to address at an intellectual level,
True.
we need to be equipped ourselves of the basic tenets of
Oh,
our
yeah.
dharma
True.
in a way that we can justifiably have decent discussions with other
True.
society.
And human being also is a continuously growing person, is not a fixed person. Now, whatever level you are, this is a sadhana for you, and sadhana, karma yoga, whatever you are doing. As the days pass, your mind becomes much deeper. You want to understand life and world and etc. A stage comes where you want to understand what is Brahma, what is Jagat, what is life, and that also comes at a certain stage. Then you need Vedanta also. It is something like a baby grows. Somebody told it's a very good example. In India, or Hanuman is a very good ideal. A small baby plays, Hanuman also plays. Baby does mischief, Hanuman also does mischief. So the baby can relate to Hanuman. So otherwise a sannyasi can relate to Hanuman, a bhakta can relate to Hanuman. Baby, if you talk that Hanuman is a Brahmagyani and bhakta, what can baby do? Baby can't understand. Baby sees that Hanuman is a mischievous fellow, he plays with this thing. A baby can identify with him. Hanuman, you ask the children, who is your favorite? He says, Hanuman is my God, he says. But as the baby grows, goes to school and learns certain things, certain discipline and values, he will see that as he grows, he will see in Hanuman there is another aspect which he did not see all these days. So he will see another aspect. As he grows, your hero also grows with you. And once he becomes a man of discipline, you will find discipline. You will have ideal in Hanuman. Once you become a bhakta, you will find bhakti in Hanuman as ideal. Ideal bhakti in Hanuman. Once you become a sannyasi, brahmagyani also, there also you will find. So throughout until your Jivan Mukta, Hanuman is an ideal, is a various levels of ideal. So Hanuman is a great ideal for us. As you grow, you will also see. Otherwise, other ideals, you are a small boy, you see some cricketer, somebody. Once you grow to spiritual level, that fellow looks a very small fellow. Your film hero, actor is only ordinary man, he plays and makes money. There is no spiritual depth in him. You will be disappointed. You need another hero now. But Hanuman, you don't need it. Until your Jivan Mukta, Hanuman comes to you. That's why even small children can relate to it. So that way, so we now whatever you are studying, society, etc., it is good. But there is another level. That also will come at a stage. Then you will listen to my Vedanta, you will understand Vedanta also. That will
On behalf of Srijan Foundation, Setu Foundation and Rasadhwani Kala Kendra, I would like to profusely thank Pujya Swamiji for this extremely engrossing and engaging discourse.
A person who loves the subject, there is nothing which is more satisfying, more joyous than a person who loves the subject, isn't it? You love to share. Because whatever I love, I struggled hard, learnt, and went to number of gurus and books and all those things, which I love this subject so much. When I find somebody who also loves to share this thing, there is nothing equal to that, which gives me joy. So therefore, I am also happy. Okay.